Someone was investigating a house when they made a strange discovery. The individual in question was walking through an abandoned house, taking pictures of every room. However, when they got home, they realized that in one of the photos there appears to be a humanoid face against the window. The images were shared around to online groups, and it didn't take long for people to share their opinions on what they thought it was. Some of the users suggested that the house looked run down, saying that it looks like no one has lived there for several years. The location of the property wasn't given, but some said it looks too big to be that of a human, and so suggested that it might be something like a Bigfoot, pointing to hikers' stories of these creatures approaching cabins, only to run away once they've been spotted. Another person echoed this comment and said this wouldn't be the first time that something like this has been reported, and again noting that the overall shape doesn't match that of a human. One individual couldn't decide on what this thing was, but said that as they were investigating an abandoned house with the flash on, they may have captured an apparition on camera by accident, saying that sometimes these entities can be encountered in old houses. People who research the paranormal have said this could be an example of a residual haunting. A residual haunting is actually one of the better hauntings to experience. According to paranormal researchers, these entities will let you know that they're there, but will usually stay out of your way. This is described as an event that gets played over and over again. For example, if someone hears the same whispers or screams, or sees an entity walking up and down the same flight of stairs, this is described as a residual haunting. This is one of the reasons why so many people report seeing the same event played over and over again, with one of the most common sightings being that of the mysterious lady in white. While another person said the first thing that came to mind when they saw this was that of Leatherface, one of the main characters of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre film series. They continued by saying that if they had seen this while walking around the house, they would have left immediately. As with many of these photographs, not much is known about it, and it's left those who saw the image wanting answers. Interestingly, there's countless sightings of both Bigfoot-like creatures and also paranormal entities, and this has led some to believe that these encounters are genuine, saying that surely there has to be some substance to these encounters. One interesting encounter is the Broward County sighting. Starting on the 3rd of January 1958 and lasting up until the early 1960s, the beach town of Hollywood, Florida, located out in Broward County, was the center of a hotspot area of sightings of a large humanoid creature. The first incident of the skunk ape encounters was reported by a family in Toronto, Canada, that had been vacationing in the area and claimed to have seen a huge bipedal ape-like creature, covered from top to bottom in reddish-brownish hair. According to the family, they'd rented a small cottage deep in the nearby woodlands, and claimed to have seen a man peeking into the bathroom window of the cottage, and this was while his wife was taking a shower. Believing the face to have been someone looking through the window, the husband ran outside to confront the man, only to come face to face with an 8-foot-tall ape-like creature that quickly ran off into the nearby woods. Shortly after, the family called the local police, who led a short investigation, but found the matter to have been inconclusive. A few weeks following the investigation, another skunk ape creature had been sighted several times prowling around a nearby beach motel, and also a cluster of apartments, searching through trash and standing near street lamps and lit windows. Witnesses to the sightings claim that the creature gave off a strong putrid smell that would irritate their eyes and noses, similar to the stench of a skunk. During these clusters of sightings, the police led an investigation into the creature, but were unable to locate the beast, which would not return for another year. According to residents who lived near the marina, the creature had been spotted sitting along the bank of a canal and eating what appeared to have been small animals or raw fish. Once the creature realized that it had been spotted, it quickly fled into the nearby swamplands. Until the early 1960s, the skunk ape would continue making several minor appearances and also showing up in windows of local residents before disappearing altogether by the 1970s. Although many claim to have taken images or videos of the creature, no proof of the Hollywood encounters have surfaced. Another interesting story comes from Florida and was reported by a group of friends. Back in 1989, a young boy and his friends were camping around the swampy marshlands located near Lake Washington, an estimated 8 miles west of the city of Melbourne, located within Brevard County, Florida, when they claimed to have encountered a Neanderthal-like creature that was reported to fit the common descriptions of the skunk ape. The young boy, who was only 16 years old, and his 3 other friends of around the same age, were walking through the woods during the middle of the night when they claimed they could hear what sounded like a large animal following them. Terrified that the animal could have been a common predator, the boys circled back to their camp and started burning a roaring fire in the hopes to keep away any unwanted animals. As they relaxed and began casually talking through the night, the group of boys claimed they could hear the panicked mooing of a nearby cow, as if it were being disturbed or attacked by a large animal. Quickly going to investigate, the boys claimed that in the moonlight, they could see what appeared to have been a tall ape-like figure that appeared to have been moving away from them, describing the creature as being completely dark and standing at around 5 feet in height. Becoming frightened by the monster, the group of boys stayed around their camp, lit several more fires and stayed up throughout the night, out of fear that they could have been ambushed at any moment. So what do you make of these interesting stories? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.